of getting a show, you guys can get a show this weekend down here. We are hanging out at the 20th annual Wings Over Venice, and this isn't the kind of air show that you might expect. This one is slightly different, slightly smaller, but no less impressive. Radio-controlled airplanes is the name of the game with this show, and again, it's been going on 20 years, and these aren't like little ones. Look at that thing go. These aren't little ones that you get out of the box in the formerly Toys R Us, out of the toy store. No, these things cost quite a bit and take a lot of control and practice to make happen. This is one small demo. We have coming up in our show a jet, yes guys, and a radio-controlled jet, and a trick biplane. And apparently they're going to teach me a few tricks myself. So we're going to show you all that, talk a bit more about what you will experience if you come on out this weekend to the 20th annual Wings Over Venice.
Did they see how you flew the drone the other day with the ROTC students?
Thanks.
Oh, sorry.
But as we just found out from Linda's reaction, despite their size, they're still very realistic looking, right?
They are.
They work on those details. and it's so cool because they fly the same as big ones, even the jets. David, if you wouldn't mind, this is really cool. I mean, this is an actual jet. It has a it sounds like a jet taking off. And this thing can go up to 200 miles an hour. I've got Kevin Freeman. It's the official title contest director joining us for this 20th annual Wings Over Venice. But there's no contest.
No.
This is just a big old open flying where people can come and show off their craft.
Exactly. For the spectators to come watch, and we all fly our airplanes and just have a great time.
For those that are already interested after seeing only the 2 planes that we've shown so far, can you tell me about the details, the dates, the times, what they're going to see?
Yeah, it's this weekend, the 2nd and 3rd. From 9 a.m. until 3, and around noon we'll have noontime shows with some of the best pilots in the world. We have a world champion here, acrobatic champions, and it's fun for all. We have a candy drop for the kids. Plane flies by and drops candy. We'll have the fire department out here with the fire truck, and it's just a blast of fun.
Very cool. I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted by the jet doing jet things behind me. Oh, that is awesome!
Yeah, you won't see a normal jet do anything like that.
That's true. There are some advantages to flying RC planes and jets over the full-size ones because there's just more capability and maneuverability.
Exactly. We can pull more G's in a jet, RC jet, than you could ever pull in a real jet.
Is that just because you take that human element out of it?
It's just the power to weight ratio is so much better in the small airplanes that they can actually do crazy maneuvers.
What is the cost of this?
A jet like you're seeing flying now would cost you around $15,000.
Oh my goodness! Well, you don't have to pay that to get in, fortunately.
No, you can get a training plane and get into the hobby for about $300. And we actually give free lessons to anybody interested in learning how to fly. We actually even have our own trainers. If you think you're going to be interested, you can come out and fly a few times with help and then see if you enjoy the sport.
Well, that's an important statement to put out because this is all being put on by the RC Club of Venice.
Yes.
Is it RC Fliers, right?
RC Fliers of Venice, yes.
What age can you start at learning this?
I've seen 5- and 6-year-olds flying airplanes. We have members into their mid-80s, almost 90 years old, still flying.
That's neat, because just the spectrum there, the age range, it's not often you can find a hobby or a sport or anything that truly has the devotees to it. Oh my goodness, that just happened. Sorry, I got really distracted. That jet just flew on by us. I was saying that the age range is impressive here.
Yeah, and women fly too. It's all sexes, all ages. It's just lots of fun.
And then this weekend, is there a cost for admission or anything?
Well, we help proceeds. We give part of the proceeds to the fire department. So we ask for a $5 parking donation, which is voluntary. But, there's no cost for the actual show.
There are concessions, though.
Yes, we'll
have.
So
we still want people to bring some cash.
Yep. We have pulled pork, hamburgers, hot dogs, sausages. We have the whole works.
So I would be remiss if I didn't step over. Kevin, thank you so much. Just to ask David very quickly, what is it like radio controlling a jet?
Well, it's pretty awesome. We're burning kerosene and making a lot of power, and you want to stay ahead of it, but it's really kind of magical.
Okay, I didn't want to distract you too much. There you guys have it, just a little preview. We have got more where that came from. Kevin mentioned lessons. They're going to give me a lesson. So that is coming up in our next segment. You can see firsthand just how training happens here on one of, well, I don't know if it's going to be that.
I was going to say, flying that jet.
That's awesome, though. Amazing what they can do with those and how realistic they look. That's really cool.
Oh, we must move on. This weekend is the 20th annual Wings Over Venice.
Yeah, Wings Over Venice. It's a big event with smaller planes. Chip Brewster's taking us there with what you can expect. Chip, did you know that Three Dog Night trivia? How about that?
That was impressive, Chris Cato, but I've come to expect impressive trivia factoids from you, and I hope you come to expect really cool information from me, such as, here's that jet that we saw flying before. That is an actual jet engine inside of that thing. And in our next segment, someone's handed me a controller, which means I'm learning to fly one of these bad boys. Coming up as we continue to talk about the Wings Over Venice. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. My attention is in the sky. I am coming to you guys live with a preview of the 20th annual Wings Over Venice. This is an air show that involves planes, but they are radio-controlled planes. And what's really cool, it's put on by the RC Fliers of Venice. And hold on, a little right. There we go, Jack. I got it. I'm going to go a little up. RC Fliers of Venice, and they actually will teach you. So they were telling me before they've had kids like 5 years old learning how to fly these things. So I've got hope that I'm not going to crash them today. But what's nice, unlike the drones, Chris Cato, I'm actually connected to a training system. So Jack is next to me here. Jack, you've been flying RC planes for more than 50 years, you were telling me.
Yeah.
And training for 20-ish of those, maybe even more?
Here.
18 here, yeah, and then up in Michigan before that.
Yeah.
So just walk through a typical first training session with somebody. Let's say if they're about 8 years old.
Just like we're doing right now. I take off. I tell you the basic directions. An 8-year-old picks it up far better than an 80-year-old. And we're just going to do exactly this. We've probably got about 2 more minutes, and then we do have 2 more minutes, and then our battery's going to be running low.
Do you guys talk about
A little bit less.
different principles of flying? Because like I realize I'm tapping right to go right, left to go left, but the planes, they fly in all 3 axes.
That's
so you
correct.
kind of have to understand operating in a 3-dimensional space here.
Very right.
Going right.
Well, that's why we have the throttle, we have elevator, we have ailerons, and we have rudder. And when I land this, you'll see every one of those in action.
I'll tell you what, why don't you go ahead and take control back from me
I've got it.
and bring it in for landing. He's got it. So
I got it.
As we said, with the training system, which is really neat, we're both holding a controller, and they're connected by a wire. So you can see here's the wire. All he does is pushes a button. So that way, Chris, if I did get in trouble like the drones, he'd push that button, take it back from me, and hopefully keep it from crashing, as long as I didn't mess it up too bad. Here he goes. He's bringing it in for landing, which I'm really glad you were here to do that, because that's probably when I would have crashed it the most. The highest chance of crashing it. Nicely done, Jack. There you guys have a little training session for you. And if you want to come and see not only the trainer, but some of the bigger ones in action, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Saturday and Sunday out here, 20th annual Wings Over Venice. Look at that. I didn't even
Nice
crash
job.
it,
And it's so cute when it rolls up to you like that. It's like a tiny plane. I just expect a little
Cut your shirt down, yeah.
Oh,
You
thank
cut
you.
your shirt down.
Excellent job there, guys. Wings Over Venice. What you got for us now, Chip? I hear something buzzing. I do too.
Oh my goodness, just turn the camera down.
Show us.
Little plane is
Look
blowing
at
my
that.
mind. The tricks that he's been doing, he's just like, I was like, we got 2 minutes. He's like, well, I'm going to get in there and start warming it up. He's been doing some crazy stuff already. Seth is our pilot, but I've got Kevin, our contest director here. It's like right there.
Yeah,
Tell me about this plane.
This is a Mamba 70 biplane. It's powered by a 70cc engine made by Flex Innovation, the plane is. And Seth is a world-class acrobatic champion. He's won the FXC championship 3 years in a row. And as you can tell by your watching, he is just unbelievable.
So we have a combination of an aircraft built for this kind of thing and a pilot with the experience of this kind of thing. Is this one of the demos that happens at noon tomorrow and Sunday?
Seth will be doing a demo along with our jets and the candy drop for the kids. And
How cool!
yeah.
Now, for everyone that didn't quite catch our 4 o'clock newscast, let's cover the broad details. 20th annual Wings Over Venice. It's the RC Fliers of Venice. That's Radio Controlled Flying Club that has put this thing on. And it's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. both days.
Yes.
Now, noon is that demo.
We do demos for about an hour with all the premier aircrafts and pilots, and you're just getting a little taste of what's going to happen tomorrow.
I could walk up and touch it right now. It's crazy how close it is, not only to me, but to the ground. Well, what about the rest of the time? The 9 to noon, the 1 to 3?
People will have a variety of airplanes here, all the way from World War I airplanes to jets, and people just come up and fly. We'll have probably 3-4 airplanes in the air at all times, and it's just great to watch.
Cool.
The kids love it, and it's just a blast.
And admission costs, concessions.
We ask for a $5 donation for parking. We give part of the proceeds to the local fire department.
Okay.
And concessions, we sell hamburgers and hot dogs and sausages and pulled pork and
Okay.
drinks.
So you can
and-
come out and make
oh
a dinner.
yeah, oh yeah. We have some chairs, but I would bring a lounge chair or a folding chair and just sit in the shade and watch these crazy pilots do their thing.
Especially pilots like Seth.
Yeah.
And I know part of this is showing off planes and pilots, but another part is instilling the love of radio controlled flying.
Yeah, we're really trying to promote young kids into the hobby and appreciation of all things acrobatic, and they really enjoy watching the maneuvers and the tricks that these things can do.
Well, let's be honest, it's not just the kids.
Yeah.
The 31-year-old Chip Rooster feels like an 8-year-old at the moment. And I got to come and talk to our pilot here. This is Seth. Seth, how long did it take you to be able to get to this level of piloting and do these kinds of tricks?
So I've been flying about 16 years. To do it, most of it is probably about 4 or 5 years of solid practice, but you just got to go out and have some fun with it and enjoy the flying.
And do you work with Flex Innovations?
I do. I do a little bit of everything at Flex. We do a little bit of development, a little bit of marketing, a little bit of everything. So
This plane, is it designed very specifically for some of the things that you're doing?
yeah, exactly. It's designed specifically for this and also what we call precision aerobatics. So that's kind of the more slow speed stuff where you're doing more precise type flying, but this is very much what this is designed for.
And tomorrow, how many high fives will you be getting out after your demonstration?
Quite a few, usually.
Awesome. Well, again, guys, it's Wings Over Venice. I posted information on my Facebook page. That's Fox 13's Chip Rooster. If you are at all curious about the exact address and some of the other things that you're going to see here, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. And at noon is when you get to see the really cool stuff. Seth, and this thing, the jet, a candy drop for the kids. It is going to be a great weekend down here. And I'm going to toss it back to you guys. How amazed are you with this?
Seth is crazy
I know.
good.
I am so impressed. I mean, really.
I mean, look at that. And that's very entertaining.
Wow, there it goes.
Thanks, Chip.
Hey, Chip, before you go, what powers those planes? Did you
Yeah.
say earlier?
Say that one more time.
What powers them? Is it batteries? Is it actually gas? What do they use?
It actually depends on the size of it. I believe this is gas powered, right? Yep, this one was gas, but some of the smaller ones you can do with just batteries.
All right, cool. Thank you. So they do have to come in for a fill-up every now and then. What do you know?
I'll just keep watching it. Thanks,
I
Chip.
know.